Hey, Coop here. Welcome to 90-Second Recap, where I share a quick sports history lesson based on today's cap. It's February 12th, and I'm wearing a Sacramento Solon's New Era 5950 purchased from Berdeen's. Tomorrow is a monumental day in the history of black baseball, the date on which Kansas City's Paseo YMCA hosted the formational meeting of the Negro National League, February 13th, 1920. Rube Foster, the father of the Negro Leagues, led the effort to create a competitive circuit for black baseball, one that wasn't defined by the white booking agents who controlled when and where black teams could play and how much the teams were able to earn from gate revenues. In addition to Foster, the meeting convened representatives from Detroit, New York, St. Louis, Indianapolis, rep by C.I. Taylor, eldest brother of the first family of black baseball, Dayton, Kansas City, whose J.L. Wilkinson was the sole white owner, and the Chicago Giants, a different entity from Rube's Chicago American Giants. Lots of folks will be covering the 105th anniversary of that gathering, so as we roll on with Black History Month, we're going to use today's episode to look at the man many consider to be the best third baseman to never play in the ALNL. 2 days ago, we discussed Judy Johnson, one of the top third basemen in the annals of black baseball. Today, we remember a man who grew up idolizing Johnson and whom many consider to have been even better. Buck O'Neil would tell you that he was right on time, while Quincy Troop would tell you that he was born 20 years too soon. Today's subject definitely arrived early, a man for whom just 5 years difference makes for a whole big lot of woulda, coulda, shoulda. 1987 Cooperstown inductee Ray Dandridge was born in Richmond, Virginia on this date in 1913. Known as Squats for his compact bow-legged frame, his low center of gravity, and lightning-quick hands meant that he was one of the top vacuum cleaners at the hot corner for more than 2 decades. In 1933, Ray signed his first pro contract with the Detroit Stars, managed by Candy Jim Taylor, one of C.I.'s younger brothers. He moved on to Newark the next year, where he'd remain on and off for the next decade and would be featured as part of the $1 Million Infield, teaming with Willie Wells, Dick Say, and Mule Suttles. After a year in Venezuela, Ray was among the first to head to George Pascal's Mexican League, where he spent much of the 40s playing top-tier baseball in a circuit that wasn't restricted by skin color, and whose players suffered Commissioner Happy Chandler's 5-year ban handed down in 1946. 2 years after Jackie debuted in Brooklyn, Dandridge returned to the States, where he spent 4 seasons starring for the Minneapolis Millers, the Giants' top minor league affiliate. Despite batting well over .300 during his time there, quotas for black players meant that he'd never have the opportunity to star on the ALNL stage, although he was invaluable as a mentor to a 20-year-old Willie Mays in the 6 weeks the youngster spent in the Twin Cities before heading for the Big Apple. Ray would spend his 40-year-old season with the Solons and the Oakland Oaks, then finish his career with the Bismarck Barons in 1955.